Hi everybody and welcome to Yummy Eats for One. I'm Chef Tim Bob, because you know on YouTube, everybody's got to be chef. First you want to take half a bag of frozen cauliflower. Might as well go with the frozen one because it's going to be cheaper and it's already partially pre-cooked. Add water, 3 cloves of garlic, and salt and pepper your water. Bring to a boil and then cook until tender, about 7 minutes. Drain, then put back into your pot or into a blender. I'm going to use the immersion blender. Blend it, making sure to get the garlic. Give it a taste. Good already. Add a little salt and pepper, and sprinkle in some Parmesan cheese. Give it a stir. Check again for seasoning. And there you go. First thing, now for the shepherd's pie part. You're going to want to brown a half a pound of ground beef, which I'm not going to do because I don't have any, but I'm going to use like some of these Boca veggie crumbles. I mean, you really, other than the texture being a little different, you really can't taste the difference. So just pretend I browned some ground beef. And when the ground beef is browned and all chopped up, remove it. And there should be some oil left in there, but if not, just add a little veggie oil in there. And you want to saute your vegetables up some. What I have for vegetables in here, I have, like I said, I used the whiter parts of like the green onions. I had some frozen broccoli, cuts where it had like the real tough parts on the end. So I just took some of those, cut those down. I used the caps for the mushrooms for something else, so I just took the mushroom stems, put those in there, and everything was just so green. So I sit here and put in a little bit of red pepper, red bell pepper. Pretty much you can throw whatever, because pretty much you want to avoid onions and carrots, which really sucks because that's pretty much a staple of everything. And I also have some chopped celery in there. And you want to sit here and saute those until they're all nice and soft. The veggies are all sauteing real nice. And with the red pepper in there, actually gives it some color, which is good. It was desperately needing that. Also, just because for the heck of it, get a little crazy, I took like a red Thai chili, put that in there too. Give it some twang, some spice. Okay, so now I'm going to take my veggie crumbles, or, dump back in your ground beef that you browned. Put it in there and kind of stir fry it all together. All those flavors of the vegetables and the meat infused. You're going to want to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire. Some salt and pepper. Staple of everything, just brings out the flavors of stuff. And a tablespoon of tomato paste. Gonna mix that all in. And now add a 1/4 cup of beef broth. I made that real quick out of the water from the cauliflower. I added some beef base to it because it already had some flavor infused in it. So don't waste that if you need to make some. Okay, put that in there, turn it up to about medium-high, and just let it go until it starts to simmer. It's simmering now, so just take yourself a pinch of xanthan gum and just mix it on top of everything. let it sit for a minute. You don't want to put too much because it'll thicken up the sauce, which is good. And if you don't have any xanthan gum, or you're not low carbing it and you just happen to be watching this, take yourself a teaspoon of cornstarch, add it with a little bit of water and mix it till it dissolves and just dump it on in. It'll only add about another 2 carbs to the whole thing. And since we're obviously going to get at least 2 servings out of this, you know, you're talking about maybe 1 extra carb for each serving. Now at about this time, you want to sear and preheat your oven to about 350, and get yourself 2 little casserole dishes, single-person casserole dishes. You know what's weird? I've been looking for like single-person casserole dishes forever. I checked all the cooking stores, couldn't find anything I liked. Found these in the grocery store. They came in a pack of 2 for like $6. But if you don't have any, and if you've ever done those Atkins like frozen entrees, save the containers. You know, they either come with something like this or like this, because they're oven safe up to 350 degrees. You want to put them on. You don't want to put them on the rack. You want to put them on a tray, and don't turn the oven up any farther than 350 degrees. We're going to take our filling, divide it up, half in each one. Now we're going to put our mashed potato topping on. Start in the middle, kind of push it out. And the good thing about this is you can freeze it. So like if this is what you're using, you know, after it's done, just let it cool down, cover it with plastic wrap and freeze it, and then you can nuke it. Let's just sprinkle a little more Parmesan cheese on there, just for the heck of it. Now our shepherd's pies are ready to go in the oven. They've been baking for about 25 minutes at 350, and now they're done. You know, you want to do it until the top kind of gets all nice and, you know, done. Because remember, everything in here is pre-cooked. You're just heating it all up. And this is what it's going to look like right there. And the good thing about like shepherd's pie type thing is this is just more like a basic recipe. But, you know, if you want to do it more Mexican, you always add like chili powder instead of like Worcestershire. And add, well, if you can, like corn or some more Mexican-y type stuff. Or if you want it Asian, you add some soy sauce and more Asian type vegetables. You know, saute them up with ginger and garlic or something. You know, just you do whatever kind you want, and you'll enjoy it. Bye.